where I live. And I have my living room here.
This is where I live.
Just there on number 38, first floor.
The people in the flats must make a lot of money because it's kind of expensive flats. So we live in a way we live cheap here, and they pay a lot of money.
I like it's very primitive live there. I like also primitive live, but I like also luxury live.
Do you know any of the people who live in those flats?
Hardly any, I must say.
I invited them, but they say to me, yeah, we must come or see how you look your apartment. And we must find out one day, maybe, I don't know.
We swim in the same water, and some of them have dogs, and they go for walks here, and then we interact with some of them.
I live just over here, so mostly I'm on this side. I think it's more cozy over here.
I usually come here to pretend to be a tourist in my own city.
I use the harbor to relax, romantic walks with my girlfriend, swim if you feel like it. Just a sports place with skating, basketball.
As many as possible places that you could sit and watch the sunset, because that's really beautiful here.
Me, I'd build something crazy though. I'd build a skateboard ramp in the water for the skaters, or something like extraordinary.
I think it'd be better if they demolished the ugly buildings to begin with on this side, because that would improve, you know, the whole vibe. Because over here it's just so corporate and awful. Over there it's like typical Danish artists and hippies hanging out. Over here it's like you're in New York City, you know?
I'd probably tear down all the new buildings and make energy resource projects by the harbour side as well. That will attract people and make people understand what we have here. We have a major energy resource and we don't use it.
Functions I would go for is, you know, the traditional cafes or a place to hang out and read a newspaper or something like that.
Why don't we see some more houseboats that could have their own little dock here? I mean, people living here would mean some people who actually cared about making it a nicer area.
If they actually made some kind of lighting in like different, you know, like different mood lighting. You know, you go through this kind of lighting and it's like, you know, disco dasco. You go further down the harbour, it's like more like scenery and sensual, and you know, something like that would be really cool to like have art put into the harbour as well.
Most I just pass through, but I often stop, enjoying ice cream from the shopping mall.
I use it when I need to study, when I need to concentrate. I find a place where I can be alone.
I come here to shop, to use the shops in this building. I go to the cinema a lot.
A good public spaces when the car's not here. It's only walking and bicycles.
Bicycles, it is on one side and the pedestrians on the other side, it separates it. And I think it makes it a good space for people to either just pass through fast or just stop and enjoy the area.
It's a very unique square, this one, because they have installed all these different spots with speakers in it. Whenever you stand on a different spot, you will hear a different sort of instrument.
I think that if you want a city to thrive, you have to mix different styles so that everybody can feel welcome and pleased by the eye as well. And still, I think it can be done in a still functionalistic way. So not too much of this modern crap.
If they decide to build a police station in this area, it would piss me off. It would be very stupid. If you want to play with the bulls, you just have to put out a red cloth. And if you do that, you'll get the trouble that you're asking for. And police is not the answer.
I think absolutely no building would upset me in any way whatsoever. Because it's not about the buildings, it's about the people surrounding them. It's all about love.
Nice.
Nice.
I think I will probably be enrolled in some kind of protest, and not only on Facebook.
I probably would protest as much as I could the legal way.
I'm not really a kind of guy with the, the drive to do anything about stuff. I just go with the flow. So.
All right.
I use the streets for running, but I see a lot of people playing basketball and football, and I think it's a really, really good idea. But I think it's more of a guy thing.
I guess girls are just not that good at just meeting and doing something together, other than just drinking coffee or shopping or anything like that.
We've used the table just to gather a couple of friends together, maybe with a couple of beers and just a Friday night hanging around.
I don't think it's anything in the public space that decides whether girls play or not. I think a lot of girls don't think they could play because they aren't good enough.
I don't mind people watching me when I play basketball, not at all.
Once you sort of establish the event, it creates a space for it, and it's not, you don't feel exhibited or awkward doing what you do.
It won't matter by then.